Hello. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Merry Morning Show. I am your host and your diva, Brianna, also known as Diva and the Divine, here on YouTube. And I am so glad you are here today. Wowza. Today is going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one. I did not sleep great for a small portion of the night. I got up at probably close to 4:30. By the time I looked at the clock, it was 5:10. But that interruption of about an hour, not good, not good. There's no amount of coffee in the world today that can get me to feel like I'm going. I tell you what, whew, but it's okay. We're here. We are here, and it is officially December. Can you even believe it? I cannot. I had this thought yesterday that I was like, oh my gosh, it's the last day of November. We have 1 month left. Happy December. Hi, Lissa. Hi, April. Rosemary, good morning. Happy December, y'all. We made it to the end of the year. We got 1 month to go. Oh man. And it's the craziest thing. TN single mom life. Tell me your first name so I know who I'm talking to. Um, Man, this day though, I started. Hello, good morning, Samaya. Um, I don't even know where to start. The sleep inertia, so you know the sleep inertia that's like you still feel the sleepies, and like once you shake the sleep inertia, then you're awake. I can't sleep it. I can't shake it this morning. I'm trying real hard. I'm moving real slow. I got up at 7:30. I've been up for an hour and a half, and I do not feel like I have been up for an hour and a half. Good morning, Amberly. Good to see you. Um, it's just one of those days. And I'll tell you, the interruption in my sleep was one thing, but let me tell you the real reason that probably I'm dragging. This new workout, 6:45, is no joke. And I told you about it yesterday, I'm sure. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I did because I was telling you how sore I was. Y'all, the soreness hasn't gone away. And I did the workout yesterday too, and it was mostly chest. And I used 3 pound weights. Three, 3 pound. I'm like, I'm gonna do the moves, but I'm gonna do them light. And you know what happened? I felt last night while I was getting I was getting massage gunned with my med cursor. I had my husband just beating the living daylights out of the back of my legs because I was in so much pain. We're talking multiple doses of ibuprofen did not ease the soreness. That's the level we're at here. Michelle, thank you. Um, so while I was getting the crap beaten out of my legs last night, I started to feel the soreness in my chest. 3 pound dumbbells, and I have soreness in my chest. I was like, what kind of dark magic is this? It's absolutely insane. And then, so I reached out to my friend Jordan. You guys have seen her on Jordan Warren on here, her Healthy Spoon on Instagram, because she has done most of this program. And I texted her, I'm like, I am day 2 and I'm so sore I can't move. And she told me the same thing. So it's not just me, which I thought maybe it was because y'all know with my muscles and everything, like everything is harder for me. And she's like, no, no. She goes, I took ibuprofen every day for like 2 weeks, BCAAs, extra protein, all of those things were required to feel remotely comfortable while I was doing this. But she says that she saw really great results from it and really quickly. And her results, I know from, I believe, if I'm recalling the information correctly, it's not in the form of weight lost on the scale, but inches lost on the body, which is, in my opinion, more desirable than weight lost on the scale. So I'm excited to see where it goes, but holy cow. I'm sitting here going, so today is like a mobility and stability day. So in theory, it's supposed to be a little bit lighter, more flexibility, things like that. I'm trying to decide if I should take a rest day instead. Like, it's hardcore. My friend who does lots of Beachbody stuff Always does the first week or so without weight. Yep. Yep. So, that's what I should have done. My husband's like, "You should have known better than to go gung ho on a brand new workout program. You should have known." And here's the thing: I thought I was doing it right. I thought my deadlifts. So deadlifts, which is interesting because I've been doing deadlifts for a very long time because they're part of body pump as well. But I have apparently been doing them kind of wrong, or at least not thoroughly, because I never was quite as sore as I am now. And thanks to Joel's coaching in Lift 4, I now do deadlifts properly and engage the right muscles, and they hurt. They hurt like up in the booty hurt, which is where they're supposed to hurt. Hamstrings and booty, which is exactly the part of my body I'm having a hard time with. So I know how to do them appropriately now. And I made the choice to lighten my weights on Monday. I was like, I am going to I'm going to do 8 pounders instead of 10 or 12 pounders, ease my way back into it. Yeah, that's a joke. Apparently, I need to just not use weights. Um, I was also told that phase 2 and phase 3 of this workout program are much more intense, and it is not a bad thing if I have to repeat phase 1 a couple of times before I'm comfortable with progressing on to phase 2, which, given that it's day 3 and I'm like, "I need a rest day already," um, that might be what I do. A couple phases of phase 1 and ease my way into that. There was a move yesterday which made me laugh because it was like something that in theory I should be able to do really easily, but it zeroed in on a deficit that I have, and it is called he called it the Turkish Get Up, and it's literally you're laying on the floor and you have one leg bent and you have one leg out straight at a 45-degree angle, and you're supposed to hold a weight out in front of you. I omitted that. Um, I don't even know. It's an 11-week program, and I think there are 3 or 4 phases. I'd have to look. But this get up is literally just you're supposed to hold your arm out in front of you or above you because you're laying down, and you're supposed to he did a quarter one. So like you get up, like you sit up on leaning to the one side of the arm that is down. You sit up, you get to like a quarter raised position, you come back down. Y'all, I can't do a sit-up. I do not have the core strength to do a single sit-up. This was so hard. It was a move that I could not complete. I did not use the weights. I did not even try to keep my arm up because that is also one of my deficits. And especially there was one side that I could mostly execute the move. Then we flipped to the other side. Awful. So bad. So I'm sitting there going, "Well, isn't this a joke?" But at the same time, I was grateful because I'm like, even if I just engage the muscles necessary to do this side of my body, if I'm doing the workouts and engaging and doing what I can, in theory, everything that I need to execute that move should get stronger. Even if I never fully am able to execute that move, I should be able to at least see measurable improvement over time. But holy cow, like that workout made me feel just like that one move. I was like, "Really? Really? Are you kidding me? I can't do this?" Um, it's it's fascinating, but but I'm also like weirdly motivated by it because I want to see like because it's tearing me to shreds, I want to see what it actually does for me. Is that weird? Is that a weird thing? I don't know, but I like it. I like it, but also I hate it. Amalia, though, is an excellent coach. He's an excellent coach, and I really enjoy listening to him. Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know. Um, but it's just literally like a methodical getting up off the floor. Which I can't do. I cannot get up off the floor unassisted. I have to crawl my way over to a piece of furniture or something to lean on. And then I have to do like the get up where like you're in a lunge position. So one leg is forward and I can only do it on my right leg. Um, Such is life with CMT. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, how are y'all this morning? Tell me what's new. Tell me what's happening. It is officially December, as I mentioned earlier, which is very exciting. Um, the countdown is on to Christmas. Happy Hanukkah for anybody who actually celebrates Hanukkah on my channel. I don't know, but I know it's Hanukkah right now. I keep seeing Instagram stories of my Jewish friends lighting the menorah and everything, which I think is great. So, yeah, I don't have much excitingness to share other than griping about this workout program that I'm weirdly motivated by, but also completely torn apart by. I seriously, April, me too. I need a nap. I was like, how am I even gonna get through this day? I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I have on my calendar today, other than talking with you guys now, is actually talking with you guys again later. So mark your calendars. Tonight at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central is the monthly normal evening YouTube Let's Chat Live with me. So mark your calendars and come hang out with me again then later. It'll be good. Um, I don't know what we're going to talk about, but it'll be good. Oh man, oh man. Tell you what, y'all. I'm so sad I can't lift. You're making me mildly jealous. I'm sorry you can't lift. That's a bummer. But you have to do what is necessary for your body. So if you can't lift for whatever reason right now, that's fine. That's not a big deal. You have to recover. Active recovery is wildly important. Restful recovery is wildly important, which is why I'm sitting here having the emotional turmoil with like, I want to do today's workout, but also do I just take a rest day? Because super important to make sure your body is recovered and well fueled and all of those things. My in-laws' family Christmas morning is on Saturday morning. I just got the text that it starts at 8 a.m. Saturday morning, Christmas this Saturday or like Christmas Saturday? Ooh, that's early. Although my family Christmas is going to be the same because there's a small child involved. So we have to get up and get over there, ideally before the small child wakes up. But she's older now, which means, do you guys remember that vlog where it was, I think it was 2 years ago. It must have been 2 years ago, where I have a clip of Alice. Of course, my sister and I went in to go wake up Alice, and she was dead asleep. And I wake her up and she rubs her little eyes and she looks at me and she goes, Mama and Aunt Bree, why did you come in here and wake me up? It was so stinking cute, but she was at an age where like Christmas is exciting, but it's not anticipated yet, you know? Now that she's 5, it's probably an anticipated thing. Um, so I have to, so we will probably have to be up and early. Also, for all you parents, I don't know if I have any Elf on the Shelf parents in my chat right now, but happy Elf on the Shelf Day. um, yes, this Saturday they have their own kids, so they do official Christmas morning at their own houses. So this is family Christmas morning. We exchange Secret Santa and have a formal dinner and hang out. Oh, okay. I'm getting it going early in December. I'm only mildly annoyed because I was just starting to enjoy lifting again. Yep. I mean, isn't that how it always goes? You just start to do something and bam, something whacks you and takes you down. Much again, like my situation. I'm like, let's lift, let's do the exciting plan. I'm so jazzed about working out while I'm in Florida. And one day, and soreness happens. Unbelievable. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Not the lack of lifting, the potential side effects of the meds. I'm okay with not lifting, just annoyed. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, yeah, Christmas time is here, y'all. What was I gonna say? Shoot, I had something. I did my power sheets yesterday. That's what I did. I had the energy. Rewinding. Remember how yesterday I was talking about how I need to be better about eating carbs because carbs are very clearly my body's primary energy source? Y'all, I had sustained, beautiful energy all day yesterday. Like, I had enough energy where when I got into bed, I was tired, but I wasn't like pass out real quick before the lights were even out tired, which has been the trend with me lately. And I guarantee, let me pull up my tracker, my healthy app, 213 carbohydrates yesterday. And should be no surprise. Good morning, Kim. Happy December. It should be no surprise that I felt real good and real energized because I actually made it a point to eat carbohydrates yesterday. And it's fascinating to me that like that actually worked. And even in the excruciating amounts of pain I was in, which adds a whole different level of like fatigue and exhaustion, I was still able, like mentally, I was awake, I was clear, I was focused. Um, Carbs, y'all. I can't I tell you this because, like, in real time, I'm also, I'm while I preach carbs because carbs are good, it's very easy to be like, "But protein and fat are better," which protein is king, right? But, like, I'm usually so focused on, like, getting my protein and getting some healthy fats that carbs always end up falling to the wayside, and I'm very frequently under on my carbohydrate goal, especially in maintenance mode. And then I wonder why I feel like I have no energy. And so it was a reassuring reminder that yesterday, after being diligent about, like, I ate the bigger pieces of bread. We have like the Brownberry Arnold big pieces of bread for 110 calories a slice. And then we have like the regular sandwich bread for 70 calories a slice. I made a sandwich out of two of the Brownberry pieces of bread, which was higher in calories, yes, but also more carbs. I had a legitimate serving of cultivated wild rice with my dinner last night, 2 different vegetables. Like, I just made it a point. Oh, and then after I streamed with you guys, I had Frosted Cheerios, admittedly not a healthy carb, but a carb nonetheless. Frosted Cheerios with Fairlife fat-free milk on it, so it was carbs and it was, protein, as a second breakfast to my healthy eating on the go bar. I just made the very intentional choice to eat carbs throughout the day, and not necessarily like candy. Like, I mean, Frosted Cheerios could be candy, but you know what I mean? And it was just night and day, night and day. So I need to do that again. I'm also hoping that it helps with my recovery because holy holy cow, y'all. Sometimes you just need yummy carbs, healthy carbs. Yep. Um, Carbs are so much important than people realize. It's true. It's true. It's true. Ah, it's true. I'm having Kringle for breakfast. Well, admittedly, not a healthy carb, but a really, really good one. Um, Kringle's the best. Kringle is the best. So, all that to say, I was focused, I was energized, and I got my power sheets done yesterday. I still have some, like, not even details, but like I laid out the goals and I haven't necessarily filled out all of like the action plan part for all of it, but I have set my power sheets goals. They are done. I'm excited. And I even started a January tending list, which is crazy because I just did my December tending list, and my December tending list is laughable, but because there's just nothing on it. But I'm but I'm excited to be like, these are the things I need to set up to get started on some of these goals. So some of the things that I have are like, here the goal is X. Therefore, the first thing I have to do in order to establish what the numeric value of this goal actually is to do some analysis, blah, 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 blah. So like I have all of those things already written down as things I need to accomplish at the beginning of January. Um, and don't worry, the channel will be getting my annual goals for 2022. That will be a public video. It's just the monthly goal videos that are patron exclusives. So you guys will get to see all about what my goals are. And then yesterday, as if on cue, I'm in the middle of working on my power sheets and my Moxie Life notebooks show up. So now I have the other goal setting thing to do as well. I did a quick flip through, and I'll do a thorough flip through on my on Vlogmas vlogs. But what I like about them that I didn't realize is that they're all perforated pages, which means that those weekly like task lists that were what I wanted the notebooks for. There's no like daily planner or anything like that. It's just here are your goal areas. Write down what you want to accomplish this week, which I really like. I like the idea of being able to pick and choose week to week what tasks I'm working on towards a given goal, as opposed to the power sheets where it is like there's, you pick one thing that you have to do every week. And sometimes it's hard for me to establish what I want those weekly goals to be. But it is very easy for me to establish what weekly tasks that will make me move forward towards my goal I have to do in a given week, right? You understand the difference? So that's why I ended up caving and getting the um the Moxie Life notebooks, but they're all perforated so I can fill them in, I can rip them out, and I can stick the task list in my planner, next to my tending list, on my desk, wherever I need to see it so I can actually check things off as I go. And I really, really love that. So I'm excited to kind of do goal setting part 2, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, and dive into the Moxie Life planner as well, just so I have everything established and ready to go. And I'm jazzed about it. So, have any of you started the goal setting process yet? I know that Cultivate Your Year Live is starts next Monday. Um, so I know some of you are waiting for that. How is Focus Finish going? That's a great question. I'm really bad at updating the special little thingamabobber that I have. Let me tell you. Mm, what is it in? It's in my Google Drive. What are my 5 Operation Focus Finish things? Eating the fruits and vegetables. Um, Eating 5 servings of produce is admittedly a lot harder than I thought it would be. I get at least 1 or 2, but it has to be a very intentional choice to get 5. And 1, 2, 3. I got 3 yesterday. That is a solid amount. So, like, I have not managed to pull that off yet. That is something that I do want to be more diligent about, in this house with the amount of, um, grocery shopping and whatnot we do, which isn't as much. It might be a little bit harder right now. I can tell you, we have carrots, we have broccoli from leftover from dinner last night. We have an apple. That might be all we have in the house right now. I don't think we have any bananas or anything like that. So it's hard. It's a little bit more difficult, but that is something, especially with like the changes I want to make in the kitchen and the food that I want to create, prep, cook, whatever you want to call it. I want to make it a goal to develop that habit in the new year. And it might be one of those things where like I write that habit down, and it's not do you do it every day, but it's a it's a question of how many times can you earn that checkbox, you know? So that one has not been going well. Read fiction. I actually changed this to read in general. I put in parentheses read in general, because some days I'm reading fiction and I've been reading a lot of fiction, but other days I'm just reading. I'm reading nonfiction. I'm reading a book about metabolism. I'm reading several books about metabolism right now, and like I'm reading How Stella Learned to Talk is the next book. I just finished my fiction book yesterday, and while I'm waiting for my new book of the month to arrive, because I only brought one fiction book with me, um, but book of the month is coming, and there's going to be one fiction book in there. And then I caved and bought an add-on. I bought the new Will Smith memoir, because I like Will Smith. He's cool. Um, so How Stella Learned to Talk, I keep wanting to call it How Stella Got Her Groove Back, but that is a movie and definitely not the book. How Stella Learned to Talk is a book, and it is a book that is both educational and fun to read, but it is not, in fact, nonfiction, or it is not fiction. So I changed it to just reading. I have been doing very, very well on my reading every day. Very, very well. And let's see, stretching, I am not good at. Phone in a different room for 2 hours, I have not been good at. Focused morning routine is going very well most days. Like today, there was no focused morning routine. I did get my devotional done because I share it with you guys, but I did not do journaling or anything like that, just because I haven't gotten the sleep inertia yet. So like my morning routine is going to kind of turn into like an afternoon routine today. But in general, the morning routine is going very well. So I'm about, I don't know, let's call it what, 50%? Stretching, I do kind of, no, 40% maybe. But the phone in another room, I need to do the phone in another room thing. Or like just straight up shun my social media apps. That's what I need to do. Because the more tired I get, and the more like not focused, like today it will be a very easy day for me to just scroll TikTok for hours. So I need to actively not do that, you know? Um Do, 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 do. I've done some brainstorming, going back to the old points plus routine of having a fruit and vegetable with every meal or snack. Yeah, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. The problem is if there's not enough variety in the house, like I'm not going to eat carrots with a brownie. Also, y'all, brownie. Side note for a second. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea, but yesterday I ate one of the freaking insert all of my expletives here. New formula, eat me guilt free brownies. Cause I'm like, you know what? It'll be fine. I need it. I want something sweet. I need the protein. I grabbed the birthday cake one because my mother in law has a steady supply of the new formula in here. Um, and I'm like, it'll be great. And I had it at like 4 o'clock. And then at like 7 o'clock, I ate this super healthy, delicious dinner of chicken and the cultivated wild rice and broccoli, like super clean, like very clean, clean food, delicious. And after I ate, I couldn't figure out why I was gassy. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would this meal that was so clean and healthy be making me so uncomfortable? And then I realized that I had the audacity to eat the new formula of Eat Me Guilt Free. And this is like the third time I've done it since I've been down here. And I have the same reaction every single time. Why do I keep doing that to myself? Why? I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm like this settles it because this is something that I should know better. And I don't know why I was so bold as to I'm trying to look up the answer to the book of the month question. Um I don't know why I decided I was so bold to as to like it's not going to bother me today. I'm feeling great today. No. The Eat Me Guilt Free new formula is junk. Absolute junk. My book for December was The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. I just flat out picked the one that was themed Christmas. That's because I'm like, it's December. I wanted to pick a Christmas themed book if they had one. And so as I scrolled through the 5 or 6 options, the last one was very clearly a Christmas book. So I picked that one. And then because I'm a sucker, I added the add-on and I was like, I wonder if they have the new Will Smith one. And they did. So I threw on for $10.99, I threw on the Will Smith memoir. So I'm getting 2 books, which will probably end up being what happens with me because I can't help myself. But that's what I wanted because I needed a Christmas themed book because I really enjoyed. I haven't read the actual book selection. So at home I have um, the book with the Keanu Reeves in the title. And then I also have the big, thick orange book that's really highly rated, something about vacation, the people we meet on vacation, or something like that. I have 2 fiction books sitting at home. And I brought one to watch, which is the one about the plus size girl going on a show like The Bachelorette. And I loved it. I devoured that book. I thought it was so fun. Um, and so I wanted another fiction book that was like uplifting. Hopefully the holiday swap is uplifting. But that's what I was going for. And then when it shows up, I'll be able to read it in December and have a Christmas themed book while it's Christmas time. Do you count produce by serving or by how many times you have it? Like if you have a double serving, do you count it as 1 or 2? If I have a double serving, I will count it as 2. So like I had a serving of broccoli and a serving of Brussels sprouts with my dinner last night, so that would be 2 servings of vegetables, not 1. Um, Oh lord, if I had like just every time I had vegetables, if I decided to fill my plate half with vegetables and only counted it as 1 serving, that would be a lot of produce, which is not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. But my goal is to have the 5 servings. So if I have like an apple, a banana, a cup of broccoli with dinner, I have 3 ounces of carrots with a sandwich at lunch, and then I need one other thing, some berries on top of my oatmeal. There's my 5, right? If I happen to have more, great. I need to get back to reading every day. I like the idea of putting our phones away. Yep. I need to do that. I need to. I'm so, and I've also heard, you know where I heard? TikTok. How valid is the information that we find on TikTok? I have no idea, but I've seen floating around a couple of like reels or TikToks of like ways that ADHD presents in adult women. I have never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I'll be darned if every time I see one of those, I don't go, that's very me. That is very me. Um, So maybe I have a small amount of ADHD. It's entirely possible. But one of them is like disassociating by diving into something else, going on social and just scrolling. Um, and that is a habit that I have. It's also a form of procrastination, which is something that an Enneagram 9 is very, very good at. It is something that an obliger is very, very good at. Textbook wise, I have a lot of things working against me there. So I just have to be more intentional about not, you know, like turn on the music app, that's what I need to do. I have to turn on a music app if I'm going to use it for like listening, set it like here, and then my headphones will reach wherever I am in the room. So that's what I should start doing. I think I might try a Quest bar sometime soon. Built bar I had was not good, but it didn't make me sick, so I think I might try Quest as long as it's a flavor without sucralose. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't paid attention to their ingredients lately. I would recommend if you are looking for non um, sugar alternative options or low. Oh gosh, what flavor is it? It's the blue one. Like oatmeal chocolate chunk or something has only 2 grams of erythritol in it. So if I was to pick a Quest bar, there are some with like 8 or 9. If I was to pick a Quest bar, I would look at the ingredients and they actually have the amount of erythritol written on the label, which is super helpful. So shout out to Quest for that. But pick one that's low. I'm recommitting to the spreadsheet and those OFF goals for December. That's an excellent, excellent thing, Amberly. I need to commit to that too. I need to commit to that too. It's a good day. It's a good day. Today's the first. Let's all recommit to the Operation Focused Finish stuff. So I have a full cup of broth. There are times where I'd count each different item as a serving. So if I have a full, yes, I would count it as long as it's a full serving. You can't have like 2 pieces of broccoli and count it as a serving. If I have a cup of broccoli and a cup of something else, I have 2 servings. So a serving is like 1 apple, 1 banana, or 1 cup, in my opinion, 1 cup of produce. I'm 100% sure I have ADHD. I love the chocolate chip Quest bar. Look up ADHD in girls. That's me as a child. Yep. Yep. I didn't have as much of it as a child as I do as an adult. So I don't know if it's just other personality traits coming out in me, that Enneagram 9. But whatever, we learn to live with it, right? Um, all right. Oh, I need to share this stuff with y'all. I was like, what do we have to do before we end the time today? If you have any other questions, comments, things you want to talk about, leave them in the chat while I do this, or save them for tonight because don't forget, we have another meeting tonight, y'all. I will see you all at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. Today, what day is today? Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, December 1st. So this is the Cultivate What Matters Advent, Write the Word. So it's Bible verses focused specifically on Advent. Today's is Romans 8:22 through 25. We know that the whole creation has been groaning, as in the pains of childbirth, right up to the present time. If that doesn't feel relevant to today, right? Not only so, but we ourselves, who have the first fruits of the Spirit, groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for our adoption to sonship, the redemption of our bodies. For in this hope we were saved. But hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently. So it was interesting because as I was reading this, I'm like, this is not a verse that I have ever that has ever been called to my attention before. And I just thought it was very interesting and a lot of it pretty relevant to what's happening in the world right now. And again, the focus on hope, right? The focus on hope. So that's today's verse as the Cultivate What Matters people have said it. Hey, I've been here since before the stream started, but I've been putzing around the house. Hopefully your soreness dissipates as the day goes on. Thanks, Lindsay. And hi, good morning. For me, it was the inattentiveness. I got in trouble for reading in school, was constantly losing, forgetting things, but I got good grades and wasn't disruptive, so I flew under the radar. All right, y'all. Let's see what our action items are. Our faith action item for the day is In what areas of your life do you see God stretching and growing you? Write down a few thoughts. That is an excellent one. Make sure you stop and think about that today. And then our intentional wellness goal. Oh, we finally have one that's not a soul related one, y'all. Body. Prep the ingredients for tonight's dinner early in the day or for tomorrow's dinner this evening. That is super, super helpful. Prepping ahead of time. Can you imagine if you like, I have some time now. Let me cut up the vegetables that are needed for dinner. That way, when dinner rolls around, all you got to do is like throw them in the pan or the oven or whatever the heck it is. That is a great one. So prep your food early today. Give it, as the lazy genius would say, do something now that future you would thank you for. I found that my Myers-Briggs types has explained more of my ADHD tendencies better than the ADHD symptoms. Fascinating to mash these different things together. Yes, I tested. I can never remember what my Myers-Briggs is. Hang on. What's the website? 16 personalities. I remember what mine is called, but I don't remember what personality types. I think I'm the adventurer, if I remember correctly. Yes, which is beautifully ironic. My personality type, according to 16 personalities, is the adventurer. I should retest just to see if I come up with something different. But it is the adventurer, which is ISFP, introverted, observant, feeling, and prospecting personality traits. Let's see. Their strengths and their weaknesses. Adventurers' strengths: they are charming, they are sensitive to others, they are imaginative, they are passionate, they are curious, and they are artistic. And the adventurer's weaknesses: they are fiercely independent, which, I mean, am I fiercely independent? I don't know, but I've also made it a point in my life to like living with disability, for somebody who has grown up with like not being able to do things. I am fiercely independent in the way that I'm like, let me try first and then you can help me, but also I'm not like totally fiercely independent. Unpredictable. Adventurers dislike long-term commitments and plans. Their tendency to actively avoid planning for the future can cause strain. Easily stressed. Overly competitive sometimes. Fluctuating self-esteem. That's the truth too. Career paths. Let's see what the career paths are, just to for a fun thing. Let's see. Let's see. Does it give me a Oh, it doesn't actually give me like a list. Um they make great solo athletes. Um People with the adventure personality type are passionate experimenters, and whether they are aware of it or not, they are renowned trendsetters. With their unique perspective and simple desire to be themselves, adventurers are natural artists, musicians, and photographers, as well as designers of all stripes. Setting up shop on websites like Etsy is far more alluring to adventurers than the confines of a 9 to 5 administrative work in some fluorescent cubicle. So it's interesting that I'm the adventurer because I do not consider myself to be adventurous at all, but that feels right. Maybe I'll retake it just to see, but it makes sense. Um, do, 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 do. ENTP. ENTP. Oh, how interesting that you two are the same. Oh, you know what else is interesting? You two are the same and you're both rebels. Whoa, that's interesting. I need to retest. I think it might be INFJ, but I'm not sure. Do you get a chance to load the goal setting Zoom? I haven't hit publish yet. It's uploaded. I just have to hit publish. So I will do that once I am done here. Um, so all of this other stuff can process, but it is up. It is processed. I just have to list it or unlist it and then share the link with y'all. Tend to buck the system's heart. That's just so funny that you two are the same personality type and the same tendency. That's very interesting, but also very telling. Um, let's retake ISFJ. Wait, Kim, are you the same as me? Is that what I am? ISFJ? ISF. Oh, almost. You're ISFJ. I'm ISFP. Okay. That's interesting. We're almost the same, and you and I are both Enneagram 9s. And Cam, are you an obliger? I can't remember. I can't remember. Um, but I wonder what correlation between Myers-Briggs and the Enneagram types are. I don't know. I don't know. Amberly, do you know your Enneagram? I'd be very curious to compare Amberly and Lindsay's Enneagram too. Just to see, because like if all of them match up, like that would be really interesting. But Kim and I almost match up, and we are both Enneagram 9s, which is fascinating to me, and both obligers apparently. So yeah, so Kim and I match almost, almost. I know Amberly and I are both 4s. Yes. Oh, Amberly's a 4. Lindsay, what's your Enneagram? I want to know. I want to know. And then I will let y'all go. Frank James has a channel that does a ton of MBTI vids that are hilarious, and he touches on the Enneagram as well. Interesting. Have to check that out. You are always just showing up with the awesome. You're an 8. Okay. I don't know many 8s, I don't think. You might be one of the only ones that I know that are 8s. I might know 8s that don't know that they're 8s, but excellent. Cool. Oh, so fun. This personality test stuff can go on like, oh, so fascinating, right? Maybe I'll retake the thing and see if I get a different answer or the same answer, and I will tell you all tonight what if I tested the same or not. 4s and 8s are very similar in how we approach the world. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's just so interesting to me. That's so interesting to me. And now I would have to ask my friend who's a 4 what her personality type is and what her tendency is. Interesting. I could go on this personality stuff forever, but I'm going to let y'all go because we have a December 1st to do. So I want y'all to stop and think about for a second. Think about your goals for the month. What is one thing you can do today to take a step towards getting those goals done? For me, it is sitting down at the computer and just picking one of the items off of my tending list and doing them. So that is what I'm going to do today. And most of the items on the tending list, if I get them done, result in more things for you guys. I'm working on an email list opt-in thing. I'm working on, what was the other thing I had to do? Oh, a shop page, all sorts of fun stuff. So I've got some work to do. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget, I will see you tonight, unless you're Lindsay. Won't see you tonight, but I'll catch the replay tomorrow. Fantastic. Thank you for hanging out with me today, Lindsay. See the rest of you tonight, and I'll talk to you all then. Take care. Have a good day.